like a sound you hear that lingers in your ear, but you can't forget from sundown to sunset. Nah, nah. It's all in the air, you hear it everywhere. No matter what you do, it's gonna grab a hold on you. California soul. California soul. The sun comes up every morning, and if you listen, oh, so carefully, the winds that ride on the high tide whistles a mellow beat. So the people started to sing, and that's how the surf gave birth, I'm told, to California soul. California soul. When you hear the beat, you wanna pat your feet, and you got to move, 'cause it's really such a groove now. Puts a brand new kind of thinking in your mind, and you can't go wrong, 'cause you're grooving all day long. California soul. California soul. We have a melody and the beat, y'all, but it didn't seem complete, yes, until they saw two lovers kissing. Oh, sure, they knew just what was missing. So happy they were rocking and reeling, because they had added that loving feeling to California soul. California soul. Might as well get with it. Sound you hear that lingers in your ear. Oh, just get out with it. Early in the morning till the sun goes down. It's in the air. It's in the air. Oh, it's gonna rain.
Now you caught my heart for the evening. Kiss my cheek, moved in, you confuse things. Should I just sit out or come harder? Help me find my way.
Messing me up my whole head, teasing me just like teachers did Martin. Now look at what you starting. Schoolboy crushing it ain't on the hush, the whole world see it, but you can't. My peoples they complain, sit and rave and rant. Your name is out.
Welcome to Ring Central Coliseum in Oakland, home of the A's. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the Oakland Athletics. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here, and today's starter, Paul Blackburn. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
The 0-1. In the air on the infield, Harris under it. Puts it away for the out.
Batting second.
And time now for the Marlins lineup. Now, Brian De La Cruz. Lifted in the air, right center field. Toro pulls it in on the run.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 9.
Here's Josh Bell. Bell, a tall first baseman, hitting third in the lineup, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Pitch misses, 1-0. There's a strike. 2 out, space is empty. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Langoliers on his way over, brings it in for the 3rd out. And 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. And now the Athletics offense gets its first shot here. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here in the East Bay. Getting the nod in this one, Trevor Rodgers. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Kicks and deals. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. It bangs off the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
Here's Tyler Nevin to the plate. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Ruiz leads off second with nobody out. Out front, rip foul. Man at second. That's hard hit on the line. De La Cruz makes the grab, 1 down.
Batting third, the second
And time now to check out the A's lineup. Abraham Toro up next for the A's. Well struck left field. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And they'll score first. It's 1-0 to second, but way too late. Safe there.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Next up for the A's, Brent Rooker.
He's been showing off some pop lately. 3 homers already in this series.
That smash towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
batting fifth, the first baseman, J.D. Davis.
Now it's J.D. Davis.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Swung on, belted. Chisholm going back. And it hits the top of the wall. The run comes in to score from second. It's 2-0. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And it's scoring position with 2 away. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. Lined into right. And a superb diving catch.
Great diving catch to end the inning after the pitcher battles through a tough one. That'll fire up the dugout. Time to go hit.
Top of the second. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jesus Sanchez.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. He's got it, and there's one down.
Batting fifth, the second baseman.
And at the plate for Miami, Nick Gordon. And downstairs.
1 ball, no strike.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Kenny Jansen doing home plate duties in this one.
Not a huge strike zone from Jansen, so he can't really be called a pitcher's umpire, but he does like the bottom part of the strike zone. We may see some pitchers steal a few strikes down there, especially the ones right below the knees. That's if their catcher can present it properly.
One down, base is empty. Right through there for a strike. And another ball. Left-hand hitter waits. Wouldn't chase that time. One out, base is empty. In the air, right field. Rooker makes the play, and there are 2 outs.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Here's Tim Anderson.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
In there, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
And a pitch. Ball one there.
1-2.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Miami down in order. They trail it here 2-0.
I don't judge, but you fake case closed, and I ain't got a law degree. I can't understand why they all on me. I'm crazy, don't get involved with me. I drop the top and feel this autumn breeze. You need gas too, we can't be all on E. Oh, I get it, bet it all on me. You don't see yourself good, I guess.
Bottom of the second. Now it's the shortstop, Darryl Hernandez. Rodgers back to work. That one drilled left field. Back, gone. He'll circle the bases. It's 3-0. Singy, he's been waiting for this moment to finally come.
No, we knew it would come eventually, and I wouldn't be shocked to see him go on a nice little run at the plate, hitting some balls out of the ballpark. Got that monkey off his back. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
This is J.J. Bleday. That one ripped. Banks off the wall.
Batting ninth, the third baseman.
Man, Siggy, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog, I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
Brett Harris up next for the A's. Left field, way back there. Forget it. And this place is rocking. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a pair. It's 5-zip. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
So the batting order turns over. Yuri Ruiz up next for the A's. And he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Now back, the designated hitter.
Man at first. And next is the designated hitter, Tyler Nevin. He's 0 for 1.
Shooting for the stars, the label with the Mars, winning against all odds, cause they don't see the greatness till you show them you the man. They're filling up the stands, it's winning against all odds, the beating up the beat, got behind me with the hands, it's like a holiday, I'm only eating with the fans.
And first offering is fouled off.
All over the first pitch fastball right there, but just a little bit out front. Got to let it travel just a bit more.
And the 0-1. And a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. That'll be it for Trevor Rodgers, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Anthony Maldonado on to pitch out of the pen here. This is his 5th appearance of the year. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Abraham Toro. A double and a run scored his first time up. That one is absolutely belted. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's 6-0. In safely with a double, his second of the day. And now, Brent Rooker, 0 for 1 so far. And fouled off. Runners on the move. Cut on and miss.
0-2.
The tag, he's out at the plate. Wow, that was scary. Someone definitely missed a sign there. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. Their 3rd home run of the inning, and they boost their lead. It's 8-0.
so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Now it's J.D. Davis. There's the strike.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
And the 0-1. Hard hit, left field, base hit.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
Here's the catcher to hit, Shea Langoliers.
And remember, he was absolutely...
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there, on its way, gone. The 2-run shot make that 4 homers in the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 10-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
On the mound now, Declan Cronin. He's into the game with the bases empty. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Darryl Hernandez. He's already homered here in this one. Bunting, and it's right in front of the plate. Not in time. That's a bunt single. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
J.J. Bleday, the next to hit. Trying to bunt his way on. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Now batting, third baseman.
2 on with 1 out. Brett Harris up next for the A's. He's already homered in this game. And he drops it down the third baseline. Anderson. No hit here on the bunt attempt. They get the out.
The left fielder, number 1,
So the Oakland lineup turns over. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Esteury Ruiz. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Hernandez on third. Bleday at second with 2 gone. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. Now a bunt towards third. Bare hands it. Tough play. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly.
Well, that wasn't a suicide squeeze, meaning the runner from third wasn't running towards home on the pitch, but he did a great job of reading the ball, going down off the bat, and that allowed him to hustle home. Perfect execution of the safety squeeze.
And the batter now, Tyler Nevin. Right-handed reliever. That one the other way. Nabs it, and that's the inning. But they put a 9 spot up on the board here to open up a big lead. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the A's 11 and the Marlins nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's Vidal Brujan.
Vidal.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. And he walked him.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
And now here's the Marlins DH. First offering misses badly for ball 1. The pitch. Fought off foul. Here's a 1-1. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Batting ninth,
Nick Fortes, the next up for the Marlins.
Fortes.
And that's in for a strike. Man at first, 1 away. Strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. The Marlins with a lot of ground to make up. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That one well upstairs. 1-2 to count. Oh, and he hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch.
So, Boog, if you had to take one for the team, where would you want to get hit?
Chris, I think I'd have to say upper hamstring. In the air, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. 2 left on. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the A's 11 and the Marlins nothing. Bottom of the inning, digging in for Oakland, Abraham Toro. And the pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Athletics putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook.
On a line out towards center. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Safe at second with a double. 3rd hit for him this afternoon.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Put a really beautiful swing on that pitch right there. Just didn't quite have the combination of launch angle and exit velocity to drive it over the wall. But when you can beat a center fielder like that, you know you hit it well.
Brent Rooker up next for the A's. 1 for 2. Strike 1.
I mean, when you're chasing the opposing starter in the first inning or two, that's just such a tone setter for the game, and it puts the other team back on their heels, and it instills a lot of confidence in your lineup from top to bottom.
Strike 2. And a pitch. And that's a fair ball. And that rolls into the corner. Throws to second. So, Singy, let's dive into the numbers, courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you didn't even swing the bat. And there are times the ball feels heavy off your bat. You know it, but this is not one of those cases. He sent this one flying 114 miles per hour, so that's flexing your muscles a little bit.
Toro, the runner at third. Rooker at second with nobody out. And strike two.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Oh, 0-2 to Davis. Got him! And that is a big first out.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. A bunt, and it's popped up. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit. And when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
Next up for the A's, Darryl Hernandez. Strike one.
0-1.
2 outs, 2 in scoring position. Strike 2. This one smacked out to left center. He's got it, and that is out number 3. A's strand a couple, but they still lead it 11-0. New inning getting started, and now here is Josh Bell.
Josh Bell.
The pitch. And there's a foul ball. And that's through there for a strike. Ground ball to the right side. And foul ball. Way high. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. And another ball. And that's too high, ball 4.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Sanchez batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. The Fish yet to pick up a hit here. Next offering is fouled back. The pitch. The punch out there, and that's the first out.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and You just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
And that one fouled off. And a foul ball. That one misses, and the count is 1-2. And that one upstairs. The A's up big in this one. Top half of inning number 4.
Ball. Full count.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Anderson in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. And there's a ball.
2 balls, no strike.
2 on, 1 out. Anderson swings through that.
2 balls, 1 strike.
There's a strike. 2-2 now. And another ball. One out. Runners at first and second. And that'll load the bases.
He just hasn't had great command of his pitches in this one. Definitely more walks than you'd like to see.
And now for the Marlins, Vidal Brujan worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. That's in there. Strike 1. The pitch. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Now 1-2. And down on strikes he goes. And now 2 gone.
Got to give him a huge amount of credit on the mound right there. He got squeezed a little bit on the pitch right before that one. You know it should have been a strike. Everyone in the building knew that it should have been a strike, but he didn't let it get to him and throw him off his game. Came back with another good pitch for the punch out with the bases loaded. That's good pitching right there.
Chopped to third, and he grabs it foul. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
This one in the air right field. And just foul. That's off the mark. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Blackburn throws to first. Anderson gets back easily. 2 outs. And another ball. At the belt and fires.
Full count.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Davis grabs it on the run. And the Marlins leave all 3. They trail in this one 11-0. Back in Oakland, ready to go, bottom 4. And now the center fielder, J.J. Bleday.
The center fielder, J.J.
And the pitch.
Bleday.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. Bangs off the wall. Around first and hustling for second. Throws off target as he slides in with a double. Now here is Brett Harris. Down the left field line, could be extra bases. Bleday coming home. He will score, and they extend their lead. And he's got a double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
Back to the top of the lineup, Esteury Ruiz. Up next for the A's. There's a swing and a drive. Out of here, a home run off the foul pole. So he just clears the wall. It's 14-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
On the journey, find the purpose. Making sure that all the pain I felt was worth it. I'ma stand up. I'ma stand up. I'ma stand up. I'ma stand up. When I fall, always walk down. See it in my eyes. I'm a fighter, so I fight. The only thing that's
Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just...
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Ryan Weathers.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And now, Tyler Nevin right through there for a strike. Nobody on, nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Oh, 0-1 now. Anderson to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Abraham Toro. 3 for 3, and he's come up with 3 doubles. And he lays down a bunt. Not in time, he legs it out.
This was the perfect spot to drop the bunt for a hit. I mean, he used his bat as a tool up there to direct the ball exactly where he wanted it to go and look smooth doing it at the same time. Really well done, and the defense right there stood no chance.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Brent Rooker getting ready to hit. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. And now the lefty. That one fouled off. Here's the 0-2. And down on strikes. Now 2 away. Man at first, digging in for Oakland, J.D. Davis. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That was blasted to the moon. Second home run of the inning for him. It's 16-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. This one smoked on its way out of here. A gigantic blast. His second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 17-0.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ballpark.
Darryl Hernandez up next for the A's. Bunting for a hit, and it goes just foul. A wind and the pitch. And a bunt towards third. And that's just foul. The 0-2. Got him. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring.
When the walls get high, I'll burn down. Oh, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. When the legs get tired, I won't turn around. Oh, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going.
And we're back. And now the catcher comes up to him. Nick Fortes.
Nick Fortes.
Blackburn back to work. Right through there for a strike. And the right-hander deals. Popped in the air, left side. Hernandez under it. And it's caught for the out.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Back to the mound. And that squirts through. So a man aboard now with one away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Now the left fielder, Brian De La Cruz. On the ground. Dive, and he's got it. One at second. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Number 71 on the pitch here. This is his third time out this year. Here's the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Here comes a pitch. Trying to bunt his way on. Tosses to first. Barely got him for the out. Close play.
Perhaps he rushed just a little bit, didn't set the angle as the infield was back right there, and that's pretty much a gimme for a bunt base hit. Just didn't quite put it where he wanted to right there.
And first offering is fouled off. The Athletics up big in this one. Last half of inning number 5. And strike 2. Look to shorten his swing that time, and it pays off. So now back to the top of the order.
So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Next up for the A's, Yuri Ruiz.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Strike 2. That one ripped left field. Hits the fence. Around third. Now a relay to the plate. He's safe as he gets his hand in.
Picks himself up an RBI. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Tyler Nevin up next for the A's. That's in for a strike at 95. It's 0-1. Ruiz, the runner at second with one away. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Man at second. Now a bunt with 2 strikes, and that goes foul. It's a strikeout. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Abraham Toro. 4 for 4 with 3 doubles and a single. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Runner at second, 2 down. And strike 2.
No balls. 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. Inning over, and it could have been worse. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We're through 5. The A's are on top here, 18-0. Back here in the East Bay. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Josh Bell. And the right-hander back to work. To the right side. Whips it to first. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
Now batting, right fielder, Jesus.
And here is Jesus Sanchez. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. One down, base is empty. Fouled off left side.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
And here it comes. Swings and misses. And him out front for strike 3.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
Foul ball there. Bounce to the left side. And it's through for a hit. And now a 2-out opportunity for Tim Anderson.
The third baseman, number 7.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Runner at first with 2 away. And up next for Miami, Tim Anderson. This one in the air. Davis makes the catch, and that'll do it. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. The A's lead it 18-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's the right fielder, Brent Rooker. And a pitch. And he lays down a bunt. And he picks it up and he'll put it in his pocket. Righty to the plate. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. And he deals. Now a drag bunt, third base side.
He went. He's out. Out.
The first baseman, number 5.
So up next, J.D. Davis.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one is going to go. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 19-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Shea Langoliers up next for the A's, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Bunting for a hit. Scoops it up barehanded. Not in time. He's safe.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
One gone, runner at first. Digging in for Oakland, Darryl Hernandez. Pitch is in there. That's strike 1. And a bunt towards third. And foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. And down on strikes. Now 2 out. Man at first, and now the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. This one popped up, and that's foul. One run across in the frame so far here in the bottom of the 6th. Line drive, base hit, right center field. Langoliers round second on his way to third. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So they're at the corners now. Brett Harris now at the plate. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Two on, 2 outs. There's a strike. Squares and gets it down the left side. Over to first. That ends the frame of the bunt attempt. Oakland gets one on this homer as the A's are on top. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back in Oakland, stepping in as the switch hitting shortstop, Vidal Brujan. The right-hander back to work. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Fought off foul. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Righty delivers. Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, you could tell he wasn't expecting that ball to break back in on him. He may have been looking for something away, maybe something soft, but that slider on the inside corner absolutely frozen.
Now here's the Marlins DH. There's a strike. One down, base is empty. That catches the outside corner, and it's 0-2. That one missed. Next offering way upstairs. The A's up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. The pitch. And another ball.
Full count.
Cut out and missed. Struck him out. And 2 away now. And at the plate for Miami, Nick Fortes. Off the mark there, and it's 1-0.
No.
Just missed. That one not close. And that's ball 3. And the righty deals. And a 4-pitch walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Chisholm in the box now as he leaves that one up high.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Fortes off of first with 2 away.
2-0.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That one finds the zone. And a count 2-1. And a big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Left-hand batter waits. That misses. And it's 3-2. And that's ball 4.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
Left fielder, Ryan.
First and second, 2 down. And now for the Marlins, Ryan De La Cruz. Bounce to the right, Davis. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Another scoreless inning, and now that's 7 shutout frames. Oakland on top in this one, 19-0. Bottom of the 7th. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Yuri Ruiz. And a pitch. That one ripped. Going gone. He flexes his power with that swing. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 20-0.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. No, Boo, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead.
Number 20 gets the call from the pen.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Trying to bunt his way on. Bunt attempt doesn't work. They get the out.
Now back, the second baseman, Abraham.
So digging in, Abraham Toro. Now a drag bunt, third base side. And he picks it up in foul territory. The wide to kick the pitch. One out, base is empty, and a run in here, the bottom of the 7th. The punch out there, 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder.
Brent Rooker up next for the A's. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. The wind of the pitch. And he lays down a bunt. Not in time, and he reaches safely.
The first baseman, number 5, J.D. Davis.
Next to hit, J.D. Davis. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Drops one down in front of the plate. To first, they thwart the bunt attempt and end the inning. Oakland gets one on this homer as the A's are on top. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. We're at the top of the 8th. Josh Bell at the plate now.
First baseman, Josh Bell.
The pitch. There's a strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. That one gets down for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for the base hit.
Stepping in, Jesus Sanchez. Now the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Bell gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And one away.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Man at first, Nick Gordon, the next up for the Marlins. In the air to left down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. The Marlins with a lot of ground to make up, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next pitch, not close, up high. And a pitch. Wouldn't chase that time. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Anderson stands in now, looks at that one inside. In the air, right field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Vidal Brujan.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Vidal Brujan. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Austin Adams comes on now. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. That clips the zone. It's 0-1. First and second, 2 down. Two outs. And that's outside. That one way outside. And the count is even 2-2. The pitch. Next offering is outside. The kick, the 3-2. Got him. That's out number 3. And we're back. Here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. And the pitch. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. And a bunt towards third. And he grabs it, foul. Right-handed reliever. And down on strikes he goes. And now one away.
The batter, number 2.
So up next, Darryl Hernandez. Bunting for a hit. Can't pick it up with the bare hand.
Number 33.
Next up for the A's, J.J. Bleday. Trying to bunt his way on. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Brett Harris. Strike one. Right through there for a strike. And down on strikes. 2 gone now. Digging in for Oakland, Yuri Ruiz. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. And strike 2. Oakland looking to add another here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Got him. That ends the frame. Back here in the East Bay. All set to start the ninth in this one. And now number 54. The wind of the pitch.
Yep. 0-1.
Bouncer to second. Fires over to Davis. One up, one down.
The catcher, number 4, Nick Fortes.
He's 2 outs away. And here's the catcher, Nick Fortes. Swinging a foul straight back. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the ninth. Ball 1 there. And another ball. And there's a ball. And there's ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
Chisholm Jr.
That one misses. That's 5 straight. The 1-0. Oh, that one rides up and in. Fortes leads off first with 1 away. Way upstairs. And now 3-0. And he walked him.
Take your base.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
So first and second with 1 man gone. And now it's going to be Brian De La Cruz. Not even close there. And that's ball 1. A very surprising intentional walk here from the dugout. That loads the bases.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So the bases are loaded here, 1 gone.
Bell.
Josh Bell digs in now. 1 for 3.
1-0.
Kicks and deals. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
2-2.
Oh, and this one gets away. But all the runners hold. The pitch.
Full count.
Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. Runners hold tight, but it's a full count now. Payoff pitch. And a pop-up. Right side. Foul territory. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2. Tries to get back and save.
Now batting, right fielder.
Marlins down to their final out. Jesus Sanchez will hit next.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Ball 1, no strikes.
1 ball, no strike.
And that's in for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
Adams is just 1 strike away.
2-2.
Not close with that one, and that's ball 2. Wouldn't chase that time. Moved to second, and he's back in there. Adams checks the runner. Back standing. He's in there safely. And that's the second disengagement now. Lucas Erceg will take over here.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute 1 pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
I get respect from observers, no public enemy. I'm the white and every dad Chuck D in my community. I burn oil on the skill list. Favorite brand.
2 outs. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. At the belt and fires. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around, up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
Well, this one ends in a blowout. Oakland victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 18 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you that please drive home safely.
Panic inside, back in track.